In this lesson, let's learn and understand about multi-factor authentication. When we use multi-factor authentication, we are using at least two factors of authentication. But what are the factors and how many factors do we have? What you see on the board is the factors of authentication, starting with the first one, which is something you know. The examples of this could be passwords. Anything that is in your memory, right? It could be passwords, it could be your debit card or credit card pins that you do not share it with anybody. Keep it as a secret, right? That's what falls under something you know. The second one is something that you yourself are. Our human body is unique that it itself can be used as a password. And that's where the world of biometrics came into picture. Biometrics is the measurement of our biological traits. It could be fingerprint, eye scan, retina scan, or even facial recognition. These are examples of something you are. The third one is something that you have. Traditionally, we used to use devices like RSA tokens, where you had the number ticking on it every 30 seconds, and you would use that number as a password. So there's an algorithm running behind the scenes. In today's world, to reduce the complexity, we started using soft tokens, which could be deployed on your phone. You can install any authenticator, and there are different kinds of authenticators available in today's world. So you can go to your app store, search for Facebook Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or even Google Authenticator. And when you do that, you will have the numbers ticking on it. You have to synchronize those numbers with your application, and then you will be able to use that number as a second factor of authentication. These are the three primary factors of authentication. Although there are others as well. For example, somewhere you are, as based on your geographical location, you may get authenticated or your access may be denied. That's a fourth factor, but that's not used and it's not that much prominent. The ones that you see on the board have been implemented and tested. With Microsoft Azure, you can use something you know, which is the passwords, and the last one, which is something you have with the help of Microsoft Authenticator or even with any other authenticator app you may have on your phone. We need this kind of integration done to secure your applications against unauthorized access. This is done to make sure that even if the attackers have the first point, which is something you know, if they have compromised credentials in their database, even then they will not be able to access the application because they do not have the second factor of authentication. So their efforts to hack and compromise your credentials will be absolutely futile because we have done our due diligence in integrating the second factor of authentication.